Good evening, everyone. It's Melissa here with Think Me First, and we are having our 34th episode of WTF, also known as Wednesday Thought Forum. Tonight's topic is about meditation, and it's in the form of a beginner's guide. So we are approaching our Thanksgiving holiday, and I was going to do one on gratitude, but gratitude is something we should be doing every day. Hey, Lindsay, nice to see you this evening. Glad you're watching. So gratitude is something that we should be doing every day, not just Thanksgiving Day, even though that's the reminder day. So I'll post the article that I have on gratitude if you want to read that in the comments. But meditation is part of gratitude, and I was not the person who knew how to meditate, and I'm still not the greatest at it. So I consider myself a beginner, but I have been doing it and not knowing that I'm doing it. So some of you may also, and you'll learn that here this evening. But if you've never meditated before, it's not a problem. The practice is pretty much more of a personal experience. You want it to work for you, your health, and your intentions. So meditation is said to be a remedy for like stress and anxiety, depression, and then other health concerns. So it's pretty important to do if you're not in the habit of doing it. We've all had, stress or anxiety at some point in our life, so we can all benefit from meditation. I mean, why not, right? So meditation also has different skill levels, so I just want everyone to be cognizant of that. Different skill levels, and people meditate different ways, different places, different positions. But the whole thing is to just try different things and make it your own. So what exactly is meditation? Well, it's the practice of being mindfulness. Again, I have another article on this as well, and I'll post that in the comments as well when the video's over. But it teaches you to sit with your thoughts and to acknowledge them and your feelings and the way your body's feeling, whether it's joyful or aches or pains. So it's just being mindful of your body and your thoughts. It's not about actually stopping those thoughts, and I don't know about you, but sometimes I feel like my brain is running 1,000 miles an hour when I put my head on the pillow to go to bed at night, and they're often hard to get rid of. But the big thing is to just acknowledge those. It's a sense of stillness, meditation is, and it's just giving ourselves that mental break that we need. So again, the whole end result is to be more aware of your feelings and your thoughts at the time. A few benefits of meditation is, again, to help with stress and anxiety, but it also helps with memory loss and clarification or information retention if you weren't aware of that. Again, I think that's just the fact that you're sitting down, acknowledging in a quiet area. But also helps with relationships and then the actual general attitude towards life. So here are 7 steps to meditation, and we're going to go through those. They're pretty easy. Again, this is the basic part of meditation. But the first one is going to be, setting up your space. And it doesn't have to be, a big space. It doesn't have to be a lot of valuable posters or anything like that. The space is very simple. You just want it to be a place that makes you feel at home. I mean, humans crave to be at home, or that sense of safety. And that's the same for meditation. Hi, Marion. Glad to see you this evening. Glad you could join us. I don't think I've seen you here yet. So when you meditate, you can it's to meditate anywhere with ease and to feel, sorry, my husband is, okay, so sorry about that, my husband was sending me a message. But anyways, it's you can do meditation anywhere. You can do it in your car, at home, at work, anywhere you go. you can do it. You just don't want to be disturbed when you are doing it. Example, I used to work at, when I was at work at home all the time, I'm sorry, when I was at work all the time, often I would go out to my car on a lunch or a break and just sit there and relax and just kind of decompress, just to get away from everything, because my work environment is very, very thought processing. So hi Debbie, we have Debbie and Kyle watching us this evening too. So I understand that I am recording this on my regular page, so if you are not a part of the Think Me First group, you might slide over there because that's where this should be. But again, human error and technology this evening for me. So anyways, okay, so to get back on track here. Actually, you know, when I was in my car, I was meditating and I didn't realize it was a form of meditation. So that's why I say some of you may already be doing this, but you just don't even realize it. But you just want to find a quiet place where you can decompress, think out all your thoughts, come in contact with your body sensations and acknowledge them and your feelings. Number 2 is probably the most important, and it's to find your seat. Again, I say this is the most important because you want to actually be very comfortable, because again, your whole focus is going to be on all these thoughts that you are having, and to focus on how your body's feeling, whether again, you're achy or, you know, not, just relax. So if you're uncomfortable, this is all you're going to focus on. So it's very important. Many people will find a seat on the floor. They may have a yoga mat or a cushion. Anything's okay. It's just if you're sitting on the floor, just make sure that you sit with your legs crossed, because you want your knees to be higher than your hips, and then this automatically lengthens and it lengthens your spine from your back all the way up through your neck, and you want that to be extended to get the most out of your meditation experience. Again, if you feel uncomfortable, you're going to focus on that. So we don't want to do that. And again, you can do this in a chair too. If you don't sit on the floor, the same thing. You just want to be comfortable with that. Number 3 is going to be finding your breath. And once you're comfortable, you just want to kind of let your arms fall to the side. Some people will put them up to their chest, like a heart chakra, if you're involved in any of that, or you study any of that through yoga or something. But just let your hands fall to your side. And then we're going to focus on breath. So you would take in a deep breath through your nose, and then breathe out through your nose. So you want to do that. And when you're breathing, you're taking deep breaths to where you can feel them in your lungs and your stomach. And you are taking deep breaths in and out, and as you're doing it, you're also focusing on those breaths. Again, that's a mind training tactic to help you think through your thoughts. So when you're taking these breaths, you also want to relax. So you start with the shoulders, and then you think about relaxing your hands, and then your fingers. Same with your legs, then down to your feet, and then to your toes. And then some people will slightly drop their chin, because this relaxes the facial muscles in the eyes. And then it also extends the neck and the back area. Again, the whole thing is to focus on your breath. And when you do this, you want to visualize it as well. Some people may visualize it with a color or maybe a temperature, but basically you want to visualize each breath and focus going through your nose to your throat, and then to your lungs and your stomach. And then when you exhale, the path reverses and you do the same. So when you are breathing, then kind of get a sense or a feeling. Do your breaths feel full, or do they feel shallow? Maybe they're soothing or they're jittery. You know, everyone's going to have a different way, and it really depends on your day or what kind of anxiety you're having, if you're having any at that time. But again, there's no right or wrong way. The whole end result is to focus on your awareness. Hi, Missy. Happy to see you this evening. Glad you're watching. We're just talking about ways to meditate. It's just a beginner's guide, because I'm not very good at meditating, but trying. But the biggest challenge to meditation is to keep the mind busy while you're trying to relax. And this is hard to do. So again, as with anything, it's going to take practice. Did you know that we as humans have anywhere from 60,000 to 80,000 thoughts a day? I mean, that's a lot. So the brain can be very, very overwhelmed by the time you do this. So again, it takes practice. Every once in a while, you may have that thought come up when you're meditating, and that's okay. It happens. So another way that you may distract the mind is maybe counting. Like some people will count when they breathe in to maybe 4, and then when they exhale, they count to 4 also. And then the longer you do meditation, then maybe the higher seconds you can get. But that also tricks the brain into relaxing and focusing. Now, number 5 would be to use affirmations. So some people get bored with counting when they are breathing, and they'll use affirmations. So maybe when they inhale, they're thinking, I am good enough. And then when they're exhaling, I am good enough. Or maybe when you inhale, I am loved and I feel loved. Those kind of things. Again, I know sometimes I will do that, depending on what kind of day I'm having. If I need to talk myself out of something, I may use affirmations versus counting. But again, it's all up to you. So, and then you would just repeat this self as you breathe. The sixth step would be guided meditation. I've used this as well. There's a couple of apps out there that are really good. There is one called Calm. Hi, Tim. Glad you caught me over here. My husband brought me in this note saying that I'm not in my group. I'm on my public, Facebook platform. So I'm glad you found me. Sorry about that. I'll have to apologize to the group later. But anyways, number 6 is the guided meditation. And there's 2 apps that I use, and there's a lot of them out there. But one app is called Calm, and the other one is called Relax Melodies. They're both free, and then they also have paid versions, but I use those a lot, and those are nice. And then there's a lot of YouTube videos out there too, if you're not familiar with the seating position or breathing and stuff like that. So there's a lot of YouTube videos out there to help you as well. Number 7 is the last step, and it's basically just keep it simple. You don't want to overanalyze meditation. It's not an easy task, and it's going to be a trial and error process for you. Some things may work, some things may not. Again, with anything, it just takes practice. Hi, Adam. Nice to see you're back to reality. I saw you had a nice vacation. Glad you were watching this morning. We're just talking about meditation. So again, there are a lot of benefits to meditation. And it's something I stress everyone should try and do, but keep in mind too, you don't want it to be something that you feel like you have to do. It's for healthy benefits, so you don't want to feel like it's a chore or you have to check it off your list. Just allow it to be a break for you. So some final thoughts here is, again, these are 7 steps that we can use as beginners, and as you progress, you can research more as to maybe additional benefits and different ways to meditate. I'm just giving you these simple steps because they're pretty much free, and you can do them just about anywhere. And before we conclude, I'm just going to give you 10 reasons why we should meditate every day that I wrote down that I can think of. Number 1 is because it will help you become more mindful and aware of your surroundings. Number 2, it can decrease unnecessary stress. Number 3, you will gain more control over your emotions. Number 4, you will likely make better life decisions. Number 5, it can help you slow down the pace of your life. Number 6, you can learn a new and useful skill. Number 7, you can experience more well-being. Number 8, it's free. And number 9, you can do it anywhere. And number 10, it really does work. So if you like this information, feel free to go over to my website at thinkmefirst.com, and I have some more articles there that you can read on self-improvement. I also have an email list if you want some more tips, tricks, and hacks that we don't discuss. Then I send out about 2 emails a week with those, and those are on thinkmefirst.com under Contact Me. I'm also on Pinterest. If you want to go there, it's pinterest.com/Missy Think Me First. And then I can also be found on YouTube. If you go to YouTube, please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 100. I just started the platform. So, but right now you just type in Melissa Shem and it'll take you to all of these WTF videos. But in the meantime, if you have a topic that you want to talk about, just leave it in the comments and we can touch on that next Wednesday. Otherwise, thank you all for watching and sticking with me, and everyone have a very nice evening. Goodbye.